What's up YouTube? Poplar Mechanic here. Today we're at the legendary tree and we're going to be taking a look at the SRT V-Rig Redirect. If you guys know it called something else, just let me know. It's just what I call it, but it's a pretty awesome technique, and I've been using it a lot lately. It's really good when you're balancing out, doing limb walks and things like that. So let's get right into it. Okay guys, so before we jump right in, I just want to give you a little rundown. So there's my tie-in point up here in this cool tree, right? So that's where we're originally tied in. So we're going to do the V-Rig Redirect right here. Now there's a couple different ways you can do that, but I'll explain it when I do it. And then that's going to give us the balance so we can walk out this limb a little bit. And today there's not quite as much snow as my last video, so it shouldn't be slippery. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We're just going to do this at a low point so you can get a really good visual here of how this works. So you can see I'm out here, I'm tied in with the akimbo. This is where I want to do the redirect. Now there's a couple different ways to do this. So one way, and I've actually been using this a lot, it seems like a pain in the ass, but if you have a few redirects, it's not too bad. You can actually just take your whole rope and feed it all the way around. But a quicker solution to that problem is just to use a webbing sling here. Preferably one that fits. We're gonna go here. Okay, actually, you know what? We're gonna take this up here and I think it'll fit. Yeah, perfect. Okay. I'll just move you guys up a little bit now that I had to make a change of plans here. Okay, so you can see I've got the webbing sling strapped to the tree here. Now, obviously, you could just do a normal redirect through here, but this one's a lot more stable. And then you can also go back to your other redirect. So I have here with me another akimbo. I would use the akimbo for this. It's just faster than any other device, in my opinion. We've taken the tail of our line. This is the tail of our SRT line. We're going to put the akimbo onto it. Okay, and then we're going to bring that back to our harness. I'm putting it on the ring, and you can see here now we've got a V-rig. Okay, so this one can be a little bit tricky to maneuver. It's not terribly bad. You just got to keep in mind that this is all you sort of always are hooked to your main SRT line, which is actually a good thing. Like if this limb were to snap, unlike the zigzag version of this, you would drop a lot further, whereas on this one you're still hooked up to this main tie-in point. It is a little tricky to sort of manipulate and maneuver yourself, but once you get the hang of it, like you can see here, I can let a little line out there, you know, let a little line out here. That one I think needs to be adjusted a bit, but that's okay, right? And then you can just sort of shift yourself around, and you can see I have this really nice work positioning right now. It's super comfortable and easy to implement. Now, the webbing sling is great, right? Because you don't have to feed your whole rope through, but you'd be surprised how easy it is. And sometimes I like doing that because then it's easy to pull out if you have to do that. But I've been using this a lot lately and it's really comfortable, especially for those long limb walks. All right, let's go ahead and do that in a real scenario. All right, guys, so you can see I'm tied in just below the camera there. I just got my regular tie-in point on here. I've already set up the webbing sling, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll do the redirect, and our goal is to limb walk out here. It's a lot easier when it's not slippery. Okay, so we've got to the point here. We're going to go ahead and implement the redirect simply by taking the tail of our line. Now, like I said, you can go over just the natural crotch, which can be preferred if you don't want to go back up to that point. In this case, we're just going to use the webbing sling. So I put the tail of my line through the redirect, and we're going to go ahead and put the other akimbo on the tail of our line here. Just like that, goes on nice and fast. And then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to use the ring. Now if you have a multiple attachment point piece, you can use that as well. So we'll just go ahead and tighten that down. We're gonna go ahead and just let a little line out of there. And then, like I said, you sort of got to shift a little bit here and there. But it's gonna hold you pretty nicely once you get used to it. You sort of got to pay them out one at a time here. And it can be obviously a bit slower than just steamrolling out there, but this is more when you don't have a great tie-in point, because you can see I'm actually pretty much lateral now with my tie-in here. She's getting pretty springy here, but you can see now how well that works. I can move around easily, cut whatever I need to. Like I said, it's a little finagling with your SRT devices, but it's really good support. And then you have your lanyard on top of it. And then you can always walk back normally like I did there. We can go ahead and tighten up this bottom one. And we've got a really nice work positioning. I can reach behind me. Excellent technique in my opinion, and probably underused. It could be used a lot more, and I do plan on using it a lot more. It's just those long, steep limb walks. This is really gonna help you out. All right, guys, well, I'm in my truck now, and the reason I didn't do the video exit over there is somebody just rolled up randomly, no word of a lie, with a huge bundle of sticks on his back from this park down here, and it just started a fire right at the fire pit right by that tree. So I just left. I mean, I guess the other 10, 12 fire pits that weren't where I was recording weren't good enough, which is fine. It is a public park. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.